Hi everybody, welcome back to MAAHI'S Language Nest. My name is Maahi and in today's video I'm gonna talk about phrasal verb with stand. Alright, so let's get started. Here are some phrasal verbs with stand. As you can see on your screen, we are going to discuss each of these. Alright, let's start with the first one, which is stand by. This phrasal verb says to wait or to be ready. As you can see an example, we can't stand by while millions of people starve. It means we cannot stand still and wait while people are dying of hunger. Alright, it means we cannot wait. The meaning of stand by here is to wait. And if we say cabin crew, please stand by for takeoff. That means cabin crew, please be ready for takeoff. Alright, another definition says to support someone. For example, I will stand by my colleague. Suppose my colleague is in trouble with the employer. He thinks my colleague broke the company's rules. Okay, maybe he did or maybe he did not. But because he is my teammate, I'll support him. So in such case, you can say I'll stand by my colleague. Alright? Means I will support him. Come to the next phrasal verb, which is stand over, which means to supervise or watch a person very closely. This is usually a kind of negative thing because someone is keeping an eye on you. Suppose I'm sitting up my computer and doing work and my boss is standing over me. It means he is watching me and supervising me very closely. This is probably he thinks I make mistakes or he probably thinks I'm lazy. So he is gonna stand over my shoulder. It means he is watching me very closely or supervising me very closely. Another example you can take, a tuition teacher stands over a student's shoulder. Understood? Come to the next, stand up. We got two definitions for this one. The first one says to come to a standing position. This one is very simple. This is just the opposite of to sit down. For an instance, I have been standing up all day and I am really tired. Another definition says to remain strong or durable. Suppose I have a bike that is 15 years old but bike is still in good condition. So I can say my bike has stood up for 15 years. It means it stayed strong or in good condition. Right? Just remember, it doesn't have to be physical always. It could also be for a policy or a law. For instance, the company has a policy and they have had the same policy for 50 years. If the policy has remained strong, we might say this policy has stood up for 50 years. Alright? And the next definition says the comedy performed by a single person telling jokes and funny stories on stage, like the stand-up comedy. Nowadays, as you know, the stand-up comedians are very famous. So stand-up comedy is a comedy performance and the comedian communicates to a live audience. Alright? As you can see an example, an evening of stand-up. Come to the next one, stand up for. It means to defend a cause. As you can see the meaning of stand up for on your screen, to defend or support a particular idea or a person who is being criticized or attacked. Alright? An example you can see, I stand up for gay community. Right? Suppose sometimes gay people have a hard time being accepted in society. Not everybody supports being gay, but I support it. So I would say I stand up for gay community. Similarly, you can say I stand up for women's right, or I stand up for humans' right, or I stand up for animals' right. Understood? Come to the next one, stand in. It means to replace temporarily, or you can say a person who takes the place or does the job of another person for a short time because the other person is ill or on holiday. Right? Suppose there was a Broadway play and one of the actors was sick. You might need to find different actor to stand in for sick actor. It means you replaced the different actor with the sick actor. Alright? The next is stand down. It means to give up your official job or position. Right? Means leave a high position. Suppose somebody wants to get a high government position like a president of India, but there are many people who want this position. So if I think I cannot get this position and I should quit, then I would say I'm going to stand down. That means I'm going to withdraw or I'm going to leave this competition. All right. Another example you can see on your screen. He has decided to stand down after 15 years as managing director. Understood? Now come to stand for. We have got two definitions. First definition says to represent. If we think of any abbreviation, for example, HR stands for human resource. It means the full form of HR is human resource. Another example, ASAP, which means as soon as possible. And you can say ASAP stands for as soon as possible. Now think about the text messaging, LOL, which stands for laughing out loud. So stand for means to represent. Alright? Second definition says to symbolize. There might be a symbol like this, as you can see on your screen, which means no drinking. So we would say this symbol stands for no drinking. Alright? Next definition says to tolerate or allow. Just think about a school teacher. She will not allow or she will not tolerate children to fight in a classroom. So we could say she will not stand for fighting in her classroom. Means she will not tolerate or she will not allow this in her classroom. Next we have stand up to. If you stand up to someone, especially someone more powerful than you are, you defend yourself against their attack or demands. In short, to confront courageously means to confront without any fear. As an example you can see on your screen, women are now aware of their rights and are prepared to stand up to their employer, means they can confront their employers fearlessly. Or another example you can take, suppose you are not very strong and someone pushes everybody, means there is a bully or he is not a nice person, and one day you decide that's enough, I'm not gonna let this bully push me around anymore. So you are gonna confront the bully and you say, stop it, do not do that again. So you are gonna stand up to the bully. And finally we have stand out. The definition is to be prominent or distinctive, or the meaning you can see on your screen, to be very noticeable. For example, the black lettering really stands out on the orange background. Another example you can take, like everyone is wearing dark clothing like dark blue, but I am wearing yellow clothing, so I stand out. It means it's easy to see me. I am prominent in a room full of people with dark blue clothing, right? And just remember, it doesn't have to be physical. Imagine everybody singing a song, but most of the people are bad singers. They do not know how to sing. So if we are singing together, then my voice will stand out. It will be prominent because I have a nice singing voice. So stand out means to be very noticeable. Another definition you can see on your screen, to be much better than other similar things or people. Probably some of you have appeared in the interview. There would be lots of applicants for the job, but they selected the good one from the rest, right? It means the much better than other people. You can say we had lots of good applicants for the job, but one stood out from the rest. It means one applicant was much better than the other people. All right. Next we have some of the examples. You can clear your doubts. So go through these examples, and if you have any query, you can write it in the comment section. Alright, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. Thank you.